You are watching Eternal Warrior on MTGO Academy featuring RexDart.
Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're battling here with 5-color humans for the swan song of MTGO Client version 3. So I like to see a Mox in the opening hand, but I like it with white mana to cast Thalia. This hand can't actually cast anything. Does have a mental misstep to interact with my opponent on turn 1, which being on the draw, that's not inconsiderable, but still I think I have to try to do better. This hand is slow garbage. My opponent is mulled to 5. I guess it's possible, since he's mulled to 5, that he's Dredge, in which case the Wasteland might be okay here. Plus, I'd be able to Trinket Mage for something on turn 3. I don't know. I don't see going to 5 here, so we're going to keep this, but this is pretty shady. If he is Dredge and I can waste out his Bazaar, then that's something, but nope, he's a blue deck, so we are not going to have much of a game here. Well, I get a Noble Hierarch, so at least I can kind of accelerate here. We'll go, I guess we'll cast that off of a Cavern. So next turn we'll have Trinket Mage. And see what we need to get here. Now if he has Oath, will be a turn too late. So he won't be able to cast, okay, he's going to waste my Cavern. Alright. Okay, well there's a Mox Jet, so we can still have Trinket Mage if we want. Or I can just waste him and pull up the Mox Jet. Okay. Alright, so let's see what he's got now. Misty Rainforest. So I'm still thinking Oath. Some kind of bug build. Could be Tendrils. Okay, so he's going to be, maybe he's Bug Delver, or just Bug Control with a Deathrite Shaman. So, let's see, do I want to Trinket Mage for anything? I can get Pithing Needle to name Shaman. Probably don't, or I can get, yeah, I mean, I suppose that's something. Unfortunately, I cannot resolve it this turn. Alternatively, I can just get some mana, but no, I think that's the way to go. Get Pithing Needle. Hopefully, he does not go like like Land Mox Jace here would kind of stink. I'd have to decide what to. Well, no, because I could just resolve Aristocrat, I guess, next turn. So obviously not Oath, since he's playing Deathrite Shamans. So yeah, so I mean, it could be some kind of Delver list. It could be, geez, guys, been pretty heavy on the Wastelands. So yeah, I guess probably the Delver, Bug Delver. Alright, Mox, Ruby, City of Brass. Let's see. So let's see if Pithing Needle resolves. He's going to exile Scrubland. It's a black mana. Alright. Find Deathrite Shaman here. And what is he gonna? He's gonna Abrupt Decay. Okay, he's gonna Abrupt Decay the Pithy Needle. That kind of stinks. Alright, so not sure what he's got. Could have a Snapcaster, Ancestral Recall, something along those lines. Doesn't seem like a deck that would be playing Mana Drain. So, see, I think I'll go ahead. Red, black, and go ahead and swing for, let's see, I may as well attack with both here. Well, if he flashes in Snapcaster for like no value here, or he could have like a V-click, I suppose, but either way. Does he have Dismember? You kidding me, man? What? Okay. Really, guy? Alright. For Pete's sake. That dude has a lot of creature removal, considering what the online metagame is. I guess, you know, I mean, you'd want that against, like, shops and stuff. Alright. Jeez. Well, now I'm fighting definitely a losing attrition battle against an active Deathrite Shaman here. Alright, there's no... What has he got here? Play a Delver or something? Oh, he's going to Snapcaster for, I suppose, Abrupt Decay. Yep. You know, I don't know if I would have wasted a Snapcaster on an Abrupt Decay here. To blow up, you know, a Mana Dork or Trinket Mage. I mean, okay. I mean, yeah, he's definitely got the dominant board position at the point. He has since he had Deathrite Shaman. I mean, that's active Deathrite Shaman when he had the Abrupt Decay. That was pretty much all she wrote. Let's see, do I want to bother swinging this in to Snappy? No, I guess not. All right. All right, what's he got for fuel here? He can gain some life off my Trinket Mage. He's got a Dismember in the yard to make me lose some life. Black Lotus, not doing nothing there. Alright, so dings me to 16. I assume the card that he drew, that he held last turn, must be some removal spell. Makes the most sense, because there's nothing on the board currently worth removing. So now he can go to 13. I'm going to Wasteland. That's not doing a heck of a lot against his Deathrite Shaman. Suppose I'll play it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What has he used? 1C. I may as well save that. I don't know what it's doing. Alright, so he's going to gain 2. And then I assume I'm going to have to draw 2 threats here, because presumably he's sandbagging at least 1 removal spell at this point. There's a path. Okay. Try to path Deathrite Shaman here. Okay, I probably just do it in his upkeep. I probably should have done that off of Hierarch. Okay, he's going to Mental Misstep that. I'm going to pay blue to Mental Misstep back. Alright, he's going to exile that. And I'm going to go ahead and cut him off that land. And as suspected, no basics. Alright. So still running out of time here. This is a pretty long interactive creature battle for a vintage match. There's my own Deathrite Shaman. Not a lot it's going to be able to do to even this up, but I guess could always just trade with. Could always just trade with Snapcaster. If it came to that, yeah, I've got no other creatures here to gain life off of. Is he going to have, turns out he has Abrupt Decay here for the Deathrite Shaman. Of course he does. This guy's had it all. All right. So yeah, I thought when he played that mental misstep that maybe it turns out that was the card he was sandbagging. Unfortunately for me, it turns out it was yet another Abrupt Decay. So, and he's gonna Thought Seize my Black Lotus. Okay. Doubt that I needed that anyways. Well, there's Thalia. Thalia's gonna hold off Snapcaster. Let's see. So tap that for white. Thalia battles pretty well with all the smaller creatures in the format. Can't handle a Tarmogoyf, but most of the other things people tend to play. What could he have here? Well, I'm not sure. Do I want to swing here? Or I can just run out my own Deathrite Shaman. Might swing Hierarch. See if he. I doubt he would very much that he would take the trade. If he does, that would give me Deathrite Shaman fuel. Okay. And Deathrite Shaman, and let's see if maybe he's got himself another Abrupt Decay. No. So, not sure what that last card in his hand is. Could be a mental misstep. That would make sense. Okay, Edric. That's interesting. So a little bit like the decks from Legacy. I think there was an Edric Bant deck. Have not seen an Edric Bug deck, but all right. So what I probably want to do here is Abrupt Decay Edric and then swing in. I can always gain a couple life back. I may not even need to Abrupt Decay Edric just yet. I can probably just swing in with Thalia, see what he wants to do. She will be a 3/2 first striker here. All right, and then we'll pass. Ooh, my opponent's going to Ancestral Recall here. That is a good one to have. Wouldn't mind drawing mine right about now. Of course, he already got rid of my Aristocrat, which would be the biggest gain I could have. So, possible, certainly he drew into, say, a third Abrupt Decay. He could not cast it unless he had, I guess he'd have to make his land drop. He hasn't made a land drop yet, so. Alright, well, let's see. We're going to go ahead and Abrupt Decay Edric. One there. And then I will take that 2 and then exile a creature to gain it back. How many creatures are in the yard? Yeah, there's enough here. He's got a Wasteland. got a Bob, huh? Okay. Well, could just put him to 3 off of Deathrite Shaman. Except I don't have a black. I'd have to go to 2 to do that. Then I could put him to 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We'll go black. Yeah, okay. Black. So I'll go to 2 and exile. Put him to 3. Okay, that's not doing anything in this matchup. Alright, so I swing with Thalia here. He has to block with Dark Confidant. Or I could take the gambit here of just trying to hit anything with Deathrite Shaman and see if he loses a life off of Dark Confidant. He'd have to run like Brainstorm or something. Okay. So, alright. So that wins it. Wow, talk about a long, grindy game. Okay. Probably don't want that. Probably do want that. I think I want the other Orzhov Pontiff. Ages of the Gods is okay against like his Thought Seizes. Let's see, I'm not going to need Grafdigger's Cage. Pithy Needle is good. Probably take that out for, even though he has Dismembers to kill that. That's probably the only thing he has to kill that in Bug. So that looks pretty good to me. Trinket Mage in this case only getting, but these are fine to fetch, and I think that'll work. All right, we're gonna go ahead and submit that. So at long last, we move to game 2. Let's see. Now this hand I like. I've got I can run out of Mana Dork, or I can run out of Thalia. And depends on what he leads on. I mean, obviously this hand is a lot better on the play. Okay, he's just going to lead on Wasteland, huh? Okay, well, since I have another, maybe I'll go ahead and just run out the Thalia here. If he wants to waste me, that's fine, because I can still fetch up like something else. Like I could fetch a Bayou next turn. So let's go ahead and get the Savannah and play Thalia. Oh, he's going to force it. Okay. Mana Leak. That's kind of an interesting choice there. Alright, and now he's got a Bob. Okay. Play that Mox Emerald. And so I can go ahead and strip mine his blue source, or I could strip his Wasteland to protect mine. Let's see. So I'm definitely going to play Deathrite Shaman there. And Thalia. I think I'll take the colored source. If he wants to use one of his lands in play to waste my Savannah, that's probably fine for me. I have a Mox Emerald, so I can cast Hierarch anyways. Ooh, Snuff Out is not what you want to hit off of a Dark Confidant. Also, when you don't control a swamp. Oh, although he will be controlling a swamp shortly. So he can use that on Thalia if he wants to pay 1. Cannot get rid of Deathrite Shaman that way. So he is going to do that, go down to 14 and take out Thalia. And he is going to waste the Savannah. Okay. And swing 2. Alright. Well, I think I'll just play the Badlands. I can use that to ding him for a couple with Deathrite Shaman, and then I'll play the Noble Hierarch off the Mox. It's a Flusterstorm. That doesn't do an awful lot against me. Of course, now he's got Abrupt Decay mana up. I'm going to assume that he probably has one because I think he's playing a full set. Well, I could here, yeah, because I think he's got one. Otherwise, why would he risk running this in? But I think this is fine. I'll take the 2. I don't really want the trade. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and get a Trop and Abrupt Decay the Deathrite Shaman here. Oh, no, he's got a second Bob. That's kind of a gambit. Definitely a bit of a gambit. I'm going to exile his Snuff Out, put him to 6. Orzhov Pontiff. Well, that's a card. So I can kill both of his Bobs here. Or I can kind of play the let him die to his own Bob's game. You know, I could see this going either way because I'm going to be able to get him to 4, so I have a legitimate chance for him to die to his own Bobs. But I don't know what he would do to get rid of his own Bobs. Nevertheless, that seems kind of dicey. So let's go ahead and get the Pontiff. I want to keep a black up to get rid of force of that, so I need a second black with this. Yeah, given the kind of cards he has in his deck here, it's certainly possible, but I don't really need him running away with it here. I guess we'll get the Scrubland. Okay, yeah, so I'll go black, white, and play Orzhov Pontiff. Oh, he's going to force it. Go to 5. All right. Yeah, so that's one way to do it. He will be going down to 3 off of my Deathrite Shaman activation. Let's see, took a Mental Misstep hit and a Deathrite Shaman hit. So I have him to 1. Now, if he has Abrupt Decay for Deathrite Shaman, that could still get him out of this, because then but I don't know, he's going to have a heck of a time getting out from under his 2 Bobs. Okay, all right, so he's going to scoop there. So good start winning against the bug deck there, and join me shortly for some more matches.
Curious about the price of a Magic Online card? Try our searchable price guide on the right sidebar of any MTGOacademy.com page.
Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're continuing to battle here with the 5-color humans. And I'm going to be on the draw. This hand has play against a lot of different decks. Has some play against blue with Thalia. Grafdigger's Cage against Oath or Dredge, Strip Mine also against, or in Wasteland against Oath or Dredge. And it's got Ancestral Recall, so I like it. I'm not going to mull. And we're just going to hope he doesn't have some busted turn 1 win. Although, you know, that's what you... Mountain. Basic Mountain, no less. Oh, Viashino Heretic. Interesting. All right. Off of 2... Simian Spirit Guide, so some kind of Blood Moon deck. So let's see here. I can strip his mountain. Just kind of hold this because I don't have any basics to go for. So if he is playing a Blood Moon deck, I kind of just need to keep him off of Blood Moon mana. So this is going to be used to fetch probably at this point a Trop, I guess, because I can't get, I don't believe I'm running a Tundra, am I? No. So that would probably be, let's just go ahead and strip the mountain. Yeah, they on one of the recent Stephen Menendian's podcast, the So Many Insane Plays, they were talking about some of the archetypes that had seen some success in the past. One of which was like a big red deck like this. Okay, let's see. Now I can play Thalia if I fetch a white. Well, I know I'm going to fetch, and I can always Mox Vamp Tutor for something too. So let's go ahead. It doesn't have mana to actually blow up this Mox Jet. So the options here are to play Thalia off of, say, let's see, what do I have? Savannah. I guess that would be it to actually play Thalia. Or I can get Trop, and then I would be able to Ancestral with that, and I'd leave open Vamp Tutor. Let's do that, I think. We'll get Trop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I go to 5, I go to 8. So I need to do that on his turn, I guess. Okay. Or I can Vamp Tutor for something and have it immediately. What would I want to get, though? Like Black Lotus doesn't quite do it. It would next turn, though. So I can start beating down with a Falconwrath Aristocrat. So he kind of went all in on that Viashino Heretic turn 1, and then apparently didn't have another mana source, or at least didn't want to expose it. Okay, possible I should have Ancestral during his upkeep here, since he may have Pyroblast. Alright. Okay. So what do I want to get here? Yeah, I think, well, could be playing Lightning Bolt. Well, I can always cast that Deathrite Shaman before I cast Falconwrath if I'm going to go the Black Lotus route here. So let's Vamp Tutor. for, or get Huntmaster. Huntmaster actually seems pretty good here, except I can't cast it next turn. So it could be on like Painter Servant, Grindstone, or something like that, maybe. Right now, I think I think I'm going with the I just want to beat him down plan. So let's get Black Lotus. All right, so I can play a land out. And Black Lotus. So I can actually play my Thalia and play, or do I want to get Deathrite Shaman down? I probably want to get Deathrite Shaman down here, just in case. So we're going to go ahead and get Deathrite Shaman down. And then sack that for red, black. And let's start swinging in. Okay, he's got a bolt. Okay, that's a little, yeah, if I'd played Thalia first, that would have prevented that line of play. So if he has another lightning bolt, that could be a problem. My thinking there was that I wanted to get Deathrite Shaman cast to prevent me from getting Blood Moon locked, but unfortunately, it looks like if he has another answer for Falcon Wrath here, say another lightning bolt, then I will not be able to save it. He's just going to blow up the Mox. That's fine if that's how he wants to spend his turn. There's a Thalia. We'll play that. And swing again. But yeah, the sort of big red deck with like Blood Moon and things like that was being discussed in the context of that Eidolon of the New Revel, I think, from Journey into Nyx. Whether that might be a home for that. He's going to bolt Thalia. Well, I may as well sack her in response. Demonic Tutor, huh? Alright, well, I think I just go ahead anyways here and replay. Well, if I'm going to tutor for something, I'm going to want to do that first here. So let's go 1 and a black and Demonic Tutor. And what am I going to want here against this guy? Basically, like, just protection for Falcon Wrath Aristocrat. I'm not sure what I even need for that. I could just get Huntmaster here and plan on casting that next turn. It's pretty reasonable too. It's hard to know because I don't know exactly what his finishing is intended to be here. So I guess, yeah, I guess we'll just go ahead and get the, if I could get, now, because Mental Misstep won't be it won't help if I, so we'll get Huntmaster, and then I'll go ahead and cast out Thalia again. And swing. Would have been an option there to sack Thalia to make it a 2-turn clock, but I can still have that option next turn off of Huntmaster, actually, if he doesn't kill this, because I can sack it if I feel like I'm in a position to go all in. Price of Progress. Dang. That's going to put me to 5. Ouch. Now you could Fire Blast me to 1. Yeah, it might have been worth taking the shot of attacking in just to see what I would have done, because I probably would have been afraid of getting Fire Blasted out. So, alright, well he's tapped out, so 1, red, red. Oh, this is a little dangerous, isn't it? If he does have it. I can't undo it now, so let's see if he's got it. Okay. Alright. Should be good for Xaxes, and it is. Okay. So, without knowing what he's got, because again, I'm going to assume like Blood Moon, Mental Misstep is probably not going to be good against him. I don't want the other Wasteland. That's not going to be good against him. It could be. It could have Goblin Welders or something. But he just hasn't shown me enough to really show what I would want to take out and bring in here, unfortunately. Like, I don't really suspect Pontiff is good, but then if he shows up with see, I'm thinking he may have Trinispheres and stuff like that. Go ahead and bring in another Ancient Grudge, and let's see, like another Aristocrat, because I can have a fair shot at casting that off even through a Blood Moon. And I guess I keep in Mental Misstep for his, yeah, maybe I keep in Mental Misstep for his Lightning Bolts. I'll keep in a couple of those and just stay at the 1 Grudge right now, because until he really shows me. I'll keep Pithing Needle, and I don't suspect that I'm going to want Cage, but yeah, I'll take out Cage and put in Misstep. If he's a Welder deck, then I have a shot at misstepping it, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. This is a kind of a fringe deck here, obviously. Okay. Alright, well, this hand on the draw, I've got, if I don't get, like, turn 1 Blood Moon, this is okay. I mean, that is just going to wreck me, basically, anytime he pulls that off. Okay, there we go. So there is an Eidolon. So, yeah, this is what Stephen Menendian and his co-host were kind of talking about. This being sort of the shell for that. We're going to go ahead and play a Deathrite Shaman off the Trop, I guess. It doesn't really matter which way. I'd rather have the Bayou not get wasted, so play it off the Trop. Ooh, Mental Misstep. Huh. He's challenging me already here pretty quick. I'm going to Mental Misstep his Mental Misstep, and we're all taking a bunch of damage. Certainly makes Bob a little risky here. Yeah, my thinking on this red deck was that maybe the best way to do it was to go red-white and add in Cavern of Souls and some other spirits, like Spirit of the Labyrinth, possibly. You get Kataki that way. There's a number of spirits in red and white now that you might be able to have sort of an aggressive, disruptive package of spirit creatures, and off of that be able to go into the burn spells as the finishers. So I can tutor for like Abrupt Decay or something here, but I don't know what's going to really get him. I definitely want, because Price of Progress is just going to maul me. Like Thalia is going to be good. Didn't bring anything in to kill his. So let's see. I can cast Sylvan Library. Probably the best thing here is to tutor, but for what? Because I have no fetch lands, so I'm not going to be able to cast. I tutor for like Huntmaster, but I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. So yeah, I don't know. Probably tutor for Thalia and play that next turn would be my guess. So we'll go ahead and green, black, demonic tutor. Taking a crap ton of damage here. Maybe I want to tutor for something else. Maybe I just need to bite the bullet and tutor for something to kill this. I can tutor for Abrupt Decay, and I'm going all the way down to 8 here at this point. Just tutor for Path to Exile. That'll ramp him. Oy vey. So I really don't want to play those Bobs. I'm too far away from being able to play Huntmaster. Tutor for Black Lotus. Tutor for... Yeah, I'd really like to have Huntmaster. Would really like that, but I am so close to being dead just off of Christ of Progress here anyway. So yeah, Thalia is basically the one answer. Or, of course, I can get bolted. Again, so it's either Thalia or something that kills... Okay, he's going to be away from keyboard for a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Or Abrupt Decay. If he wastelands one of these lands, I'm not going to be able to cast Abrupt Decay. So, I think we'll go ahead and get Thalia, but I really wish that I had a fetch land somewhere in here so I could just be getting Huntmaster. Alright. So, yeah, that would be kind of my thought going back to the deck building would be that you could do something like that. Red white. I even thought about you could do red white blue spirits and still play like predominantly red to support something like this. But that may be getting just too greedy if you're wanting to do the Price of Progress and everything like that. So maybe you just stay red white. But if you did go red white blue, you would have a Geist of St. Draft, for instance, just to be a good finisher. But I'm not so sure about Geist of St. Draft in Vintage. Anyways, it does finish off a game pretty quickly, but it doesn't really do anything to disrupt or punish your opponent. So but that's a deck that I kind of would like to fool around with at some point in time. So anyways, I feel like I'm going to lose this game, no matter what. Kind of with these humans decks, what I miss is that you don't have these tutors that you can just tutor for something that is basically like I win. and you kind of feel like you're tutored. But I mean, you do have a few bullets in here. I guess this is as good a time as anyone can kind of look for. I mean, you got kind of this guy against the blue-red Pyromancer decks, for instance. You know, you've got your Ancient Grudge and your removal, and you've got the little Trinket Mage package there, the one half to exile. So, you know, some stuff that you can tutor for. But yeah, this Eidolon is just owning me. So I kind of, I think that this card has potential here. Because at a bare minimum, even if you're the Abrupt Decay deck and you just happen to have Abrupt Decay in your hand, you kill it. That's best case scenario, and you're gonna lose 2 life off of that. And if they get it like this though, where he can play it turn 1 on the play, which red any double mana cost creature, you can't reliably count on being able to play turn 1 on the play, because you can't just play it off of any Mox and a land. So that's where the Simian Spirit Guides come in to make this a play, because if he can play that turn 1 on to play, then it's very possible that before I even get to where I can remove that, I may have to cast like 3 spells. Maybe I'm casting a Mox or a Mana Dork or something else like that. And in that case, the guy is doing just a ton of work. Like I said, here, here I think my best chance was to get... and maybe I should have done that anyways, but I didn't have a fetch land here. Otherwise I could have got Huntmaster, run Huntmaster out. I could have used that, wouldn't have lost me any life, would have gained me 2 life because it cost 4, and then I could have traded the Wolf token off for the Eidolon, and then I would have been able to maybe get back into the game, maybe not. Anyways, if it takes more than a minute here, I'll go ahead and stop the video, and we'll break this up into 2 parts. Well, here, I'll go ahead and I'll be back with you in a moment here. We're going to go ahead and break this up. So I'll be back when my opponent's back. Alright, it's Chris, and my opponent's back. We're going to go ahead and... see, I could attack with Deathrite Shaman. I'm probably not going to be chumping with it. So maybe we may as well attack, get the 1 damage in. Don't have anything to do with it here, so... It is storming like crazy here. Hopefully I don't lose connection. Okay, well, here's the Blood Moon, which is unfortunate for me because that lands before I can I have a fetch land in or anything like that. So we are not going to be able to cast anything for the rest of the game. So there's that. Okay, probably could have just chumped there. I don't see. Play a Heretic, doesn't really need to do that, but okay. If I drew a Mox, I could just play it, and I'd have to draw Falconwrath Aristocrat and a Mox. So at this point, I'm just chumping here to try to stay alive, it looks like. And the Mox would do me 2 damage. So... Alright, we'll just block there. Go to 5. I like the Progenitus. Really, no need to actually cast that here, but alright. Guess he'll just cycle. Oh, okay. Oh, he's not going to cycle? Alright. There's the Aristocrat, but not enough out here to use it to hold anything off. And okay, so he'll have 3 next turn. Yeah, I'd have to draw a Mox to cast this anyways. Yeah, just being able to power out a Blood Moon is just going to win some games on its own. And alright, he's going to Fire Blast me for the win, so I'm going to scoop. So we're going to game 3, and don't really have anything, unfortunately, for that. Might want the Aegis of the Gods. At least it kind of turns off his Burn to the Face. So I'm not feeling like I actually need Ancient Grudge here. And I don't see anything that the Orzhov Pontiff was going to kill so far. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I don't really see a lot going on here. So, again, I think that this is fine. Let's go ahead and submit. We'll play first. Okay. This hand does not have much going on. Play like turn 2 Sylvan Library. I have some fetch lands, but I don't like that. It's small. This hand looks like it could work. I'm not going to mull. Okay. So I can... See, I have up to 4 mana on turn 1. I'm not sure I want to use it. I may want to save Black Lotus to have some colored mana here. Because I could cast Bob, but I think I'll wait. Mox Ruby. Young Pyromancer. Okay, all right, that's a card. All right, so I will probably cast Bob and Orzhov Pontiff next turn. Oh, there's Aegis of the Gods. I like that too. So I'll play City of Brass. So we need to get white off of that, and then I can get black off of all that, and then it doesn't matter what I pull off of that. So white and black. Kill the Pyromancer, and let's see, I've got the 1 floating. And so I could use that. I can either play Bob here, or I can play Aegis of the Gods. Aegis would turn off his burn spells to the face. Bob would probably just get me into trouble. But I don't know. I think, oh man, yeah, I think I probably want the Bob. So get, what do we want to get here? Like a Scrubland. Or a Bayou, maybe. It doesn't really matter. I can get Trop here, I guess. Okay. Alright. Go ahead and play the Bob. And then we're going to pass the turn. Like I said, Bob can get me in trouble here, but Bob may also draw me into some moxes and stuff to let me keep casting my spells if he does manage to lay down a Blood Moon. Alright, he's going to Faithless Looting. Let's see what he discards. Faithless Looting, definitely a nice way for mono red to get some kind of filtering here. You would probably expect to see that. I guess I could have misstepped that, but I was kind of saving that misstep for, say, a lightning bolt. Alright, so he discarded a Greater Gargadon. Okay, so he's going to Bolt Bob. So we're going to misstep that. Ooh, Strip Mine. Alright. Monic Tutor, Noble Hierarch. Well, Noble Hierarch at least is something here. So I can play... Fortunately, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Just swing for 3 there. Alright, so next turn, if Noble Hierarch lives, I can run on Ages of the Gods, but I'm taking a lot of damage off of my own Bob and stuff. He's going to flashback Faithless Looting, see what he finds. And now, fortunately for him, I don't have a ton of pressure on the board, and see, he throws away a Mox and a land. And Ages of the God fine against like Burn to the Face or Fire Blast, not so much against let's see, so Falcon Wrath Aristocrat would be nice if I had anywhere close to the amount of mana needed to cast that. Something like Land Mox, and I could cast that, sack off my own Bob if I needed to. Okay, he's got an Eidolon down. Deathrite Shaman. So I can play Mox Pearl, but unfortunately it's going to cost me to do that. Probably want to play Deathrite Shaman. I can get some life gain going here. I'm going to swing with, what do I want to swing with here? I could keep Bob back. So if I swing with Ages of the Gods, he probably doesn't want to trade that. Or how does the haunt work? Like if it dies and it haunts something, and then when the haunt creature dies, yeah, that worked pretty well with this. I probably swing with Aegis of the Gods and just cast a Deathrite Shaman off of this. See if he wants to do the trade. I can hold back Bob as a blocker, or I could just swing with. Nah. Okay. Or Yeah, I think I swing with that. Just hold back Bob as a blocker. Of course, then I'm exposing. What if he blocks this? What's the worst that he has? He can have Bolt and Fire Blast and just kind of burn me out. I need to try to close this game out. So basically, I'm probably going to chump with Orzhov Poniv anyways. So we'll just swing both here, maybe. That works. Yeah, I think I need to get the clock on him here. So then I'm going to have to risk going to 7 to cast Deathrite Shaman. But then I can always use that to maybe gain some life back. What's the worst case scenario if I go to 7? Price of Progress isn't actually doing anything to me. Can't burn me directly with anything else. So that's probably safe and play the Deathrite Shaman here. Okay. Alright, so next turn, if I want to take the damage, I can play Mox Pearl, run out Falcon Wrath Aristocrat, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 humans to sacrifice. So does that make it an 8, 9 with the Exalted trigger? And then I don't have enough mana to use Deathrite Shaman also. Okay. Oh my god! You're kidding? No, not Notion Thief. Oh, jeez. That's the worst. So, yeah, let's see. 1, 2. So the best I can do here with this Aristocrat is I can sack 4 humans, make it an 8 power, and Noble Hierarch makes it Exalted for 9, but that still comes 1 short. It does lock him out of casting anything else, but then all he has to do is swing in with Eidolon. And I'd have to tap City of Brass for that, so I can't even do that. I have to use Deathrite Shaman for life gain here, just to stay alive at this point. Okay. I guess we'll swing with the Bob, so the next turn it would be lethal. Okay. Man, this turned into a pretty pretty close match here. Okay, what does he cast for 4? Arcslogger. Oy. Well, he doesn't have any mana left. I'm going to go ahead here, green, and exile Gargadon, gain a couple of life. Alright. Okay, there's a Verdant Catacomb. So I can go to 3, cast Falcon Wrath Aristocrat off of this. Yeah, that should get it. So she will swing for Exalted plus, yeah. Okay. 3. So red. Black. Now, if he's sandbagging Simian Spirit Guide and activates that Arc Slogger, grats to him, I guess. Then this has been pretty awesome for this guy. That would be an epic way to win. Oh, except he can't target me anyways because of Aegis of the Gods. So... So yeah, this should be it. I don't even need to do anything all that tricky here. But I sacrifice Orzhov Pontiff, have it haunt Bob, sacrifice Bob, plus or one more, so that would be up to 7 right there. And I don't even need that because of the Exalted. So this should be game. Oh, he can Fire Blast. He's going to Fire Blast Noble Hierarch. I think I still get there. Even with him Fire Blasting Noble Hierarch. So I need to get this to 7. So I think that still works. So we're going to sacrifice Orzhov Pontiff, haunting Bob. And then sacrifice Bob, pumping, and pumping for 7. All right. So there's a win, and against an interesting fringe archetype, but fun to see some of those. So join me for another match shortly.
Do you love to play Magic Online but have a tight budget? Check out MTGO Academy's Academy Budget Bot in the Magic Online Classifieds. All cards in stock are cheaper than one event ticket.
Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're going to try to wrap up our coverage of the 5-color humans. Kind of wish that was a fetch land so I could play Thalia, but I can... Instead, I guess I have turn 1 Bob, and then hopefully find a white mana source to cast one of those guys. In the meantime, I do have Pithy Needle for depending on what he's got here. Got some interaction here. Alright, so it leads on a fetch, does not do anything with it. Grafdigger's Cage and an Abrupt Decay. So a lot of spells that I can't cast here, I won't lie. That's kind of happening. So, if I really want to waste this, I can Pithy Needle naming Misty Rainforest and force him to fetch, and then if he fetches a duel, I can waste it. But I feel like I'm going to have more use for these things at some point, so we're going to go ahead and just hold on to that, I think. But that is a line of play, and it may, in fact, I don't know, be the right one in certain circumstances. Okay. Fetches a Valk and a C. So kind of Grixis control here of some sort. Ugh, okay. Yeah, man, the lands are not helping me out here. saying like, oh, I Trinket Mage for a mana fixing. No, I cannot. Well, I'd probably just wasteland something. I'd probably try to keep him off of red, I guess. May want to go ahead and just play the Grafdigger's Cage, keep him off of, say, Yogwill or something like that. Alright, Pyromancer. So, I guess not Grixis Control then. I guess it's Grixis Pyromancer. Some kind of gush thing. Okay. And there's the Pyromancer. And then he ponders, which we will misstep. Gives him a token. Get another Bob and a Sylvan Library. Okay. Well, this is not going the way I wanted at all. Try to find a find the Orzhov Pontiff. Yeah, I think that at least in theory, like this should be pretty good. Like yeah, if I have turn 1 Thalia, that's pretty good game against him. But alas, the mana didn't cooperate, so he's going to Demonic Tutor, makes another elemental. Could certainly get Gush here. Oh, he's going to Time Walk. Okay, so he may get there just on damage, depending on what else he's got. He's going to swing with everything. Well, if that's the case, probably go ahead and trade. Mental misstep. Yeah, he's way ahead at this point. Brainstorm. Okay. Yeah, part of the reason to play Thalia, and really what I've been, what it's been doing for me in the tourney practice room, and I guess it is kind of, but not extremely been demonstrated here today, but a lot of it is about disrupting these kind of decks because everybody's just playing blue. Nobody playing, not a lot anyways, like Shops and Dredge and stuff. And so I mean, this is pretty good. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to actually live another turn anyways, so we're going to scoop here. So, alright. Probably don't need Aegis of the Gods, it's not as good. Definitely want the other Pontiff. Pithing Needle might be okay, could be playing Jace. Like, I would probably play a couple of Jace in that deck, even if it is mostly like a Grixis Delver. I just feel like there's so much good mana that that's a pretty natural thing to do. I want to bring in probably the other Wasteland. Probably don't need either of those Aegis. So that frees me up to bring in see, I get another Aristocrat or Mindbreak Trap. Could be live against him, but it feels kind of loose. Let's bring in the other aristocrat. Really, Orzhov Pontiff is going to be the headliner here. Do I want this Ancient Grudge? I mean, could be good to take out some of his mana. Is there anything in here that I really want more than it? I guess I could play Stony Silence instead of Ancient Grudge, but that's turning off my own. Yeah, let's keep it the way that is, I think. I don't need Grafdigger's Cage, right, so I'll take that out. Let's bring in a, let's see, yeah. I don't know, I could try this, you know, but I don't know which hands he was going to have that's going to be active, but I guess I could try one of those. So I want to leave in the Grafdigger's Cage for Yogg-Will. Maybe I do, but that's like the only thing would be Yogg-Will in that. It's probably better than Pithy Needle though. All right, let's try that. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I've got Double Bob. If I want that, or turn one uncounterable Falconwrath Aristocrat. You know, I don't know so much about that. I think I like Double Bob as the play here. So Cavern of Souls, naming human. His problem is then he just bolts this, and you know, yeah. Okay, Black Lotus. Okay, our Confidant with black. All right. So hopefully that draws me into some additional mana sources. Mox Ruby. He's going to have a Ruby Sapphire and a land. We're going to have a 3-mana opening. Okay, he's just going to open on that. So I definitely want to draw... Oh, God, he is. Okay, so he's going to be able to possibly protect that thing with like a Spell Pierce. Demonic Tutor, Mox Pearl, and Deathrite Shaman. Alright, well I can play the Mox Pearl, and I can try to path the Pyromancer here. That's really the only play, because that isn't making any other mana for me. I probably don't want to risk running into this in case he has like Ancestral Recall or something like that. So I'm going to try pathing this first. See if he Spell Pierces. He's going to Vamp Tutor. So I can misstep the Vamp Tutor. Unless he's kind of setting me up for it, if he's going to misstep my path. But I really don't want him to have the Vamp Tutor anyways here, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and misstep the Vamp Tutor. Must not have any basics if he was going to Vamp Tutor and with a path on the stack. So Wasteland. I'm going to take out Cavern. This deck is like 25 mana sources or something like that post board if you bring in the Wastelands. So would have thought the odds were yeah, that's not what I was looking for, guy. Yeah, well, so just take that out anyways. Okay, we'll float a blue. We'll go to second main. Yeah, I may just die to my double bobs. Here. Oh, you freaking kidding me? What? Okay. Really, dude? Really? That's what's happening here? Okay. Yeah, this again, I think this play was reasonable given how many lands are in my deck, and you know, the fact that I ended up not being able to cast anything is a little anomalous here. With drawing 3 cards a turn off those bobs, I should have hit more than I did, but so be it. Well, I'm not getting anywhere closer to winning this game. Start beating him with these bobs. One of them ended up trading with a Snapcaster for Vampiric Tutor at this point, probably. I don't know if he's holding. He could be holding Gush. He could just be waiting for me to die to my own bobs. Prop decay. And a Craft Digger's Cage. What? Okay. This is so unlikely. I guess I can play the. Oh wait, I get to draw. Yeah, still. Third draw. Well, where's off Pontiff? That's a guy. A guy I can't cast, but a guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 cards in hand. Play the Craft Digger's Cage there. I guess at this point I'm going to start beating in. Ancestral Recall. Alright. Yeah, the mana on this deck is pretty atrocious, but again, that being said, I think that I should have had a fairer shot here at getting something through. I mean, I really, if I pull any, if I get any other fetch land or something, then I've got Deathrite Shaman active. Maybe I start beating in with Aristocrat. Could have sacked off the Bob if I didn't need it. I guess I could have Mind Break trapped the Mox Jet if I really wanted to. Did not feel the need to do that. Oh, his own Bob, huh? Well, I guess I can counter that. Okay, maybe he'll Flusterstorm or Spell Pierce this or something. Alright, Spell Pierce. Okay. Alright, so Bob resolves. And meanwhile, I am near to death on my own Bobs. And well, thankfully that was less bad than it could have been. Alright, so I can Pontiff here to clear his board, and then next turn, oh, I can't cast Falcon Wrath Aristocrat off of that, can I? No. I could just play Scrubland here and Pontiff to clear his board, and then next turn Cavern Aristocrat, but it's still all maybe way too late. Okay, so Scrubland, white, black, 1. Alright. That puts him at 10. Don't die. Alright. So far the don't die plan working out. Alright, so we're going to go Cavern, naming Vampire. So red, black, 1, 1, Aristocrat. Alright, can I win? It's 4, well, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I can sack that. Wait, do I win with that? What if I, okay, if I sack that in, it goes 5, and put Haunted on a Bob, sack the Bob, this goes to 6, and then I'm swinging in with 6, 7, 8, and they each get +1/+1. Okay, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, just a current, but it's not lethal. So we're gonna sack Pontiff, Haunt Bob, and 5, 6, 7, and then I can sack Bob and plus. Oh my god, I clicked through. No. Okay, that was unfortunate. Oh, Lord. Alright. Well, now see, now we don't even have lethal. I play 2 Noble Hierarchs? No, I can't. I only play 1 Noble Hierarch even. Now let's go ahead and play this out. Okay. Send it 2, and I may as well play Deathrite Shaman, or do I want to leave Abrupt Decay up? Let's just leave Abrupt Decay up in case I need that. Well, a Deathrite Shaman gives me an auto win next turn if I have that, so we'll do that. Yeah, he's gonna mental misstep it. Okay, that's fine. Do I want to play anything else here? The fetch? No, let's leave this. I don't want to die to a Snapcaster comes in or something. Alright, so we won that game despite that silliness there. Okay. Alright, I guess I'm still kind of happy with the rest of this, although I don't really know if Grafdigger's Cage is doing anything. And Stony Silence might be okay against him, but I just don't know I want to bring that in. Could bring in... I don't think Ancient Grudge is really doing any work here. Well, would have disrupted his artifact mana there. Is that better than just being able to cycle a Nile Spellbomb? Yeah, probably. Keep that in. So that was interesting. All right. I like this a lot better with like a Mox, obviously. But if I do rip another land, it's pretty good. I'm not going to mull. I probably should have considered mulliganing that hand, but I don't know. I've got Mental Misstep here. That was Mind Break Trap. Okay, I'll just play the Catacombs and pass. He's got a Wasteland. Alright, see, I can play my own Wasteland, play Thalia here, and then probably waste back. Certainly is bad if he forces. Alright, so I have to get Savannah, and then that will get potentially... See if this gets forced. Maybe he's got Spell Snare or something, I don't know. He does! Wow, yeah, Spell Snare, okay. See, there's a Grixis deck. I mean, you gotta figure he's probably got Lightning Bolt or something. He's gonna let that resolve? Okay. Alright. Waste CC. Oh, True Name Nemesis. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I can double waste him here because Pontiff is going to kill this. Now the question, of course, is do I want to risk Pontiff getting forced? But I think I can live with that. Well, no, he can't get forced because I have a Thalia out, so yeah, I'm fine. Alright, I want to get Bayou. That way, either way, I can still cast Sylvan Library even if you waste me out, so that'd be white, black, one. Okay. Bayou, so white, black, 1. Pontiff. So I did have to blow that on a True Name Nemesis. But he hasn't fetched red here. I wonder if that says, well, he could have fetched a Valk. Maybe he only has, maybe he has less Valks. I'm not really sure what was his decision path there. If he didn't want to expose a Valk to Wasteland, or if maybe he's got another fetch, just doesn't matter. Alright, he's going to waste the Savannah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got to strip mine. Yeah, okay. Well, unfortunate for me there. I planned that mana situation around still being able to cast Sylvan Library, and no matter which one he wasted. Oh, dang! And I can't, I can't Mind Break Trap because I don't have any. Yeah, I can't actually cast that, right? Okay, cancel. All right, yeah. All right. Wow, that was a blowout. Yep. Maybe I'll just double waste him. Go on in there, Orzhov Pontiff. Get your fat little cleric bug going here. All right, just 15 more turns of him not drawing any mana, and we are in business. Again, reminder here, I have 25 mana sources in this deck post-board, so... And I think everything I have can fetch a green, as far as fetch lands, so... Mox Ruby, okay. And a Delta, alright. Now he's in business here. Demonic Tutor, okay. Might just demonic for like Ancestral Recall. Alright, where's the Verdant Catacombs? So, what do we get here? Get Taiga and cast the Noble Hierarch off of that, probably. Or I could get, no, I can't cast it off of that, okay, yeah. So I guess we do get Taiga, Noble Hierarch. See if it gets misstepped. No? Okay. Alright, Pontiff, get in there for 2. Alright, so now we'll see what he demonicked for. Okay, just dredge the Dark Blast. So he's going to Dark Blast the Hierarch. Okay. That's pretty good. There's a Mox Pearl. Alright, so I can play Thalia, but he can still dredge and Dark Blast Thalia. So I think what I'm going to do is cast Sylvan Library here. Oh, he's got Force. Okay. Yeah, there's the Ancestral. That's what I figured he probably... Demonic Tutored for. Did not apparently hit any additional mana sources. Alright, well I can play Thalia here. Of course he's just going to... He can always just dredge and Dark Blast it, but that does take up his whole turn. Alternatively, I can play Deathrite Shaman. He can't Dark Blast that. So that's probably the play. Deathrite Shaman. Oh, mental misstep. Alright. Did have to pay 2 life for that, so he is going down in cards here. Okay, he's going to dredge the Dark Blast and I guess finally kill that Orzhov Pontiff. Okay. Alright, he does. How about Deathrite number 2? And that gets forced. Alright, force exiling Stifle. Okay. Alright. Alright. So yeah, so let's see, I can play Thalia here, but then he just dredges to kill it, but I guess that just kind of buys me another turn, I suppose. Is that better than just leaving up path? I don't know. Stops him from having a draw step anyways. Well, let's go ahead and do it. I don't know. Take his whole turn to do that. Okay, I lost time lock. Okay. Alright. Ancestral Recall that I can't cast. No! Alright. So I got him down to 5. Definitely need... Would have really liked one of them Deathrite Shamans to stick, but what you gonna do? What an odd game as a young pyromancer. Okay, how many mental missteps has he used? 1? Just the 1? I have a bad feeling about this. Yep, there it is. Okay, and here's where we lose. Oh, Cavernous Souls. Okay, Cavernous Souls. I wish I'd drawn that later. Okay. Play Cavern naming Vampire here. The problem is he can get that Dark Blast back if he sees that coming. I have a few turns. I guess let's just wait on this. Alright. Yeah. I got him down to 3. God. Okay. Alright. Well, we got a few turns here. If I drew like a Mox. Oh, strip mine, huh? Alright, so now I can Cavern naming Vampire. Black, red, 1, 1. Now if he's got Brainstorm or something, he could use that to get... Nope. Okay, so he scoops. Alright, so got there with Vampire Aristocrat yet again. The best card in Vintage, clearly. So, anyways, thanks for joining me this week. Really had fun with this one, and I will see you next time.